ADT.
So, Door, if you're trying to say fuck you, you should probably say vaffanculo rather than fottiti. Because, I mean, fottiti also works, it's just less used. So, welcome in. Hello, Asen. How are you doing? So. Welcome in, Door. Welcome in, Minister Gold. What are you doing, Adiza? Working. Doing some working. I am working, that's why I'm here. Well, alright, fair enough. Oh no, Gold. Gold is here, but it doesn't see you, so it's fine. Walking on a treadmill. Yeah, you said that. That is interesting. That is interesting. So this is what I'm doing. I don't know if I should use like my full screen setup for this or not. But this seems chill. You're a penguin. That is true. You can't see you on screen. That is true, I guess. So the one I'm gonna be making is this. Wait, why isn't it saved? I want it. Okay. Oh. I want it to be rotated. Okay, maybe I need like a sentence first to understand where I am at any point. Okay, that is the one we're gonna be making. Basically. Which software you use designing ones? This is Blender. I use Blender. 1 second only, like, gonna make like the basic shape first, and then I'm a little bit out of practice, so not exactly yeah, confident, I guess. about what I'm doing, but it's fine. Like, this is not a science. Would you make you nervous if your customer watched you make one on stream? Well, not this specific customer because
do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Because she's very nice person. I never decide if I should stick with a cylinder in the beginning or make like the general shape. I can never decide. Let's make the general shape and then go from there, I guess. Why am I? Alright. Can I make you a Harry Potter with one driving a mob in the sky? You know, my art skills. Yes, you can do that, as in enjoy. You know, I do sketches saying like, yeah, this is just an idea. Just an idea. And then I copy my sketch perfectly. I don't know why I do that, but I do that. I don't think it's good of a thing to do. But hey. As you can see, well, this is an organic kind of wand, so I actually don't care too much about the shape being weird and stuff. I actually prefer to do things a little bit weirdly, so it's a little bit more interesting of a shape. Like, see, like it kind of looks more like a stick if I do things a little bit more random. Like this. I think this is fine as a starting point. No attention. Yeah, I don't know why that didn't work. I don't know what's wrong with TTS. Where is TTS? In overlays? Grouped? It worked yesterday, so I don't know why it wouldn't. Did you know, Gold, I made, well, I didn't even convince him, but Mike downloaded the Mix It Up, so take some pressure off when you know your customer isn't an asshole, for sure. Yes. Very much so. Dildo making. Oh, sorry. No, door. No. Mike wanted to eat the cat because Ricky was laying on his laptop. Yeah, I know. I know. I think you'll find that Mike is much less patient than myself, Anson. Suggestion TTS, Addy. Yeah, please tell me. Yeah, I know that you're hidden evil. I'm not evil. I'm evil? When am I evil? Definitely very cylindric, but we'll worry about that later because we need it to be cylindric right now. So it's not really a big issue. Yeah, I think this works as a general shape. Let's just have the tip be a little bit more normal, so I don't get triggered by looking at it. By normal, I just mean a little bit more rounded, like, yeah. Perfect. Nice. Now this looks like some sort of wand, I guess, is a general shape I can be happy with. Okay, so guess this can be a little bit more blended as well. Just slightly less. Come on. Couldn't click on it. All right. Okay. Go to the community start on a Brian command. If you do the research or I find the list for you later, you can change Brian to something else. It goes through Stream Elements, which is more reliable. Mix it up TTS as an API limit. If that limit is reached, your TTS doesn't go through or is delayed. Fair enough. I will do that. Maybe not today, right? It's not urgent. I shouldn't do it right now. I'm tempted. What if I do it right now? Fuck it. Community commands. Let's see. I'm okay with Brian. I think Brian is the normal one, right? TTS Brian, is it this one? Add to existing command. Switch channel points. Need to take a shower, be back later. Okay, Minister, see you soon.
Test.
Nice. That worked. So easy to do things. Oh, there's sound alerts for screamers. Nice. I should download. Well, you can use TTS now, as. Did you hear it, by the way? I hope you heard it, because... Alright, so the basic idea for this one is just like vines. Lots of vines around the wand. It's more vines than I usually do. So the way I do vines usually is I take a curve. I snap it to faces. And I just start doing it manually. Does it not? Yeah, it's snapping to faces, it's fine. Is this a right kind of curve? This is different than what I usually do. I think it looks different from what I usually do. It doesn't really matter. So I just wrap it around the object manually like this, looking at the vertex, like the line, and then I go in geometry and I just give it a little bit of depth like this. Like, this is how I do most of my details. They're like curves and stuff that are difficult shapes. I don't know of better ways to do it. There probably are, right? But well, I don't know them, so. Okay, so let's actually follow my sketch. My sketch is way more like this. So this takes a very long time to do. Oops, sorry. There is a shortcut for this, right? Snap. Remember the shortcut for turning off the snapping. Unfortunate. But honestly, I should do this part last. I think this will be like one of the bigger vines. I think I can have it go round and round so I can do 2 in 1, if that makes sense. Like, what? Like, it's one vine, but like it goes around. It's 2 of them. I think I can do that. Let's just improvise it. Who cares? Wish I had song requests. You know, Mix It Up once had a song request function. And then they got rid of it. Because I don't know why, but they did. Probably like copyright issues and stuff. To handle kind of stuff. But honestly, I don't know. I have to spend another $100 to test it. That's not how much TTS costed. My TTS cost like, you know, barely anything. But I guess you use a lot of it, so probably don't have that many points. $120. Gosh, I wish. I'm gonna implement spells with bits again, Austin, you know? You're probably like the one person interested in it. So soon they're coming. They're gonna be different because now I don't use a green screen anymore. So there's, you know, still gonna things happen to me. They will be a little bit more contained.
Imagine not having enough points for TTS Leel.
Banana pills, how you doing? I was lurking in your stream the other day. You were playing. Shit, what were you playing? Oh my god, I can't remember. What is banana? Oh yeah, Alien Isolation. It was kinda nice. I am very envious of you being able to stream in a 180p and 60 FPS. But I really like your layout. It's very professional, very cute, very chill. I need water. Mi porteresti acqua? Grazie. Put Minister Gold on fire. Implement Put Minister Gold on fire. No, the only person that can be on fire in this stream is me. Oh, thank you. Yes, sometimes I lurk in people's stream and don't interact. I don't know. I mean, actually, that happens quite often. I don't know what's that. Cannot make the segment. I'm pressing F. I keep pressing F for some reason. We'll worry about making it a little bit prettier later. Right now we're just doing like a spiral or whatever. Grazie. Have you been, Adi? It's been a while. Oh, I'm doing very well. in many things. You know, guys, I didn't tell you, but I am in the city council now. I am. I guess that qualifies as being a politician, doesn't it? Kind of. I am in my city council and get you to get a room. Oh, we are in a room. Don't worry about it. So that's pretty exciting. It's not very lucrative, but it's exciting. I wish Comnia was here. But I don't... You know, maybe I should message her on Discord. 1 second. By the way, does anybody know why I don't have like the live now role on on Discord? How does that work? Banana without peels. Hell yeah, city friends in high places in an Italian city. Yeah, it's an even important city in Europe. Because it's gonna be... how do you say, like, culture capital of Europe in 2025? Yeah, 2025. Yeah, 2025, that's it. 2025. And so that's, you know. Venice, oh, I'm not in Venice, dude. I don't even
Queen
like
to
Venice.
E5.
Queen to E5. V8.
That's totally barbaric.
My friend, my comrade. That's totally barbaric. They already decided that in advance? Yes, they do, they do. Sorry, you're not seeing. 1 second on Comnia.
This chat is barbaric.
Alright, I did message Comnia. Oh, that's not what I want to do. This chat is barbaric. Is it though? I don't think it is. I think we're all very nice boys. Very nice people. People nice. Yeah, okay.
I
You know-
disagree, you know.
You do? I'm sorry about that. We have Brian now, so it should work better now. TTS. Hope everybody's happy about that. We're gonna have to do this a bunch of times. You know what? I don't really need this. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna check it sometimes maybe, but in general, we don't really need it. I'm here to make ones and kick asses, and I'm all out of ones. Gotta make one. You know, I also have some ones I need to make here. This is how it is right now. I like this one. I have some Pottermore models. Finally, my Pottermore models are having success, I guess I should say. I still need to like make another version of all of them, but like the sphere model, which is like the same model to different styles, is I've sold a bunch of these ones. This is the elegant style. This is like the simple style. They're Pottermore models, and I really like them. But they're not my favorite. My favorite is actually this one. I think. Of all the Pottermore models, I think I like this one the best. Doesn't actually look much like the Pottermore one, but this is just, I don't know, I find it very elegant. It's very chunky. It's very wand-like. This has to be a silver blue-like. It's gonna be metallic, which is I think it's gonna look very nice as soon as I do it. Yeah, so those two to send off. FDM, what is FDM? Sorry, sanded. It's PLA sanded. I think is what you're saying. Before I watch ROP, what is ROP?
I am
Ring of
Brian,
Fire, sorry, yeah,
and I
Ring of
can't
Fire.
say attention correctly. See, I will try again. Attention. 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 Here I am bad. Remove me and revert back to previous TTS.
I like how it says TTS. No, I like Brian. And it works better. But I do think we're gonna have to... What is the shortcut for this? It has to be a shortcut for it, whatever.
Attention.
It's
What
very
is that?
What is that? What is that? Could you do a wand that with the appropriate wave makes the knife blade come out? What the hell? Like a concealed knife in the wand? Or
Attention.
am I missing a troll?
Everyone go watch the movie about my life.
What's that? Is someone
Attention.
playing?
My name is Asin. It's not
Is it the Queen's
ASSN.
Gambit?
Damito. Attention Asin out.
Well, you have a bunch of points to waste, Anson. You know, actually, I think I was done with this this one. I don't know if I should go backwards and see how that looks like. Yeah, let's do it, actually. But yeah, I am definitely...
Attention, you guys are wrong. It's movie about our life and our name is Asin. Fake commies, heart foo.
I have no idea what you guys are on about. You gotta fight for my attention for once. I'm usually more focused on the chat than I am on the game, but no more. Kairos, hello, how you doing? My purple pigeon. Not purple, yellow pigeon. You guys are wrong. It's a movie about our life and our name is Asen. Oh shit, why is it not working? Maybe it's too long. No. Oh, wait. Brian is hiding his bibliography, yeah. Gold, do you know how to make like a limit to how many characters
It's not
you
hard to win your attention. Look, the screen went into pixel mode kappa.
What do you mean in pixel mode? I know it didn't happen, you're just trolling me, but what did you even mean? I don't know if I'm... Yeah, you're confusing me. Yeah, I think this could work. Going backwards. Maybe. But I'll go a little bit more diagonally. Diagonally? No, wait. I meant that we had colorful pixels at top of the screen for a second. Kappa. Well, I'm assuming you were trolling, but... Who the heck knows? I like how the person who commissioned this wand described herself like herself as very herbology, which is funny to me, like favorite subject kind of vibe. That's kind of cute, don't you think? Very cute person. She was very excited about the wand. Played 234 toxins for showing one. You did. Yeah. I'm thinking, okay, I'll show you this one since I've showed the other two. Or I'll show you two. So this is my, I was workshopping. I'm workshopping my Lupin model because nobody cares about my character ones. It seems like this is like a light version of it. I don't like it too much. I think it's, I don't know. I'm not convinced about this one. But I'm not convinced by most light ones, to be honest. This is very light. I wanted to see how it looked. I don't dislike it too much because I really like the model, to be honest. It has very cool twist here, see? Like, yeah, it's an interesting little twist. It's similar to Ron's one. It's true. It's like my spin on Lupin's wand. But yeah, I'm not sure about this combination of colors. This instead is like my Hermione model with the color of Hermione wands basically similar to, and I think it's kind of interesting. It's metallic like, and it's not too bad. I think it looks kind of nice actually. I need to make some photos of these, put on Etsy. If you want like the quote unquote original version of the character ones, you know. But yeah, mostly made them for myself to try out some colors. But yeah. Oh, it disappeared. Hello again. Job bravo, your ones are fantastic. Thank you, Carbs. You're very nice. I'm getting a bunch of orders these days.
I can make you riding a mop. Like Harry Potter. Use 10 different ones at the same time. People will start care. You know my art. Attention. Out.
Okay, you can do it if you want. I'll accept the gift. But you need my cooperation, I assume. Makes me slightly less willing. Yeah, we'll see about this one. Okay, this you can stop there. That's a good place to stop. I think I'm gonna have these two like follow each other around a little bit, and like sister vines, I guess. They're actually the same one, but maybe this could go below here. Let's see. If you guys want some genre music, let me know. I shall consider it. So the lo-fi is very relaxing, this kind of work. Nice. This is a nice twist. Very interesting looking. I don't know if I should make it stop here or... Ooh, what the fuck is going on here? Let's stop here. Like this. It's kind of interesting. Or it can go over. Ah, yeah, this works out. Mike, calm down, says Fano. What are you hearing from Mike? Okay, this vine is definitely like interesting. Kinda. Don't like this part. Maybe I'll separate them a little bit or make them even closer. Let's go with closer. Well, you go a little bit over the other one. Like this. Interesting. How many cats do you have? I have 3 of mine. Like my own cats. And then my uncle has 4 cats and they spend a lot of time here. Most of them. So it's like I have like at least 6, you know what I mean? That's a lot of cats, true. That is a lot of cats. Okay, that's a good curve we got there. And that's all one curve as well, which is kind of nice. Let's make one thinner. Stopped. Thinner. Did I have stuff on the very end? Yes, I did. There's so many probable ways to do this much more easily. But I do not know them. So Entire life? How can a cat eat someone's life, dude? All right. You know, the funniest part about me using this technique, I guess, is it's like it's the first one I've ever developed. Not like this was the first idea I had on how to do this, and I never changed it. I'm that bad. Okay. I guess this works out. I'm gonna add another one afterwards. At least one. That's a fine tuning in this. But I am like, I'm very not patient. I do things once. And then I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. Never do them again. Guess you could classify that as a problem. But it's good. It's one aspect in which I'm not particularly perfectionistic. Mostly because like I can't be perfectionistic, you know? Like it's very hard to be in this context. Or I guess it's not hard. Like it's hard for me. Like I don't know how to make things perfect in this kind of work. So I'm like, oh, that works out. That's good enough. Because literally I don't know what else to do, you know. And I agree, perfectionism does suck. It's like ruins many good things that never get done. Because of it. So I'm trying not to leave too many empty holes here. But this feels like a little bit of a waste of time. I'm just gonna reverse a bunch of this and see. It's like, fuck it. See an example of what I was doing. The real problem I'm having here is like these 2 points are too far from each other. Shouldn't be. To make like another one. This one is way too long of a whatever this is. Tail? I don't know what to call them. Call time, be right back. Okay, see you later, Phantom. Sorry I'm not very chatty or anything. It's just like I'm just working. You know, gotta do work. Be chatty. That makes it sound easy, Anson. I also just ate, so you know. It's easy, is it? Kinda disagree. It's easy sometimes. When somebody else is chatting with you, it's definitely easy. But not all the time. Yeah, definitely not easy all the time. What was first stream when you had 0 viewers? Well, first of all, I made my in real life friends watch my stream, so I wasn't alone. But it was Hob. Hob was the first game I streamed. It's like an adventure game, third person adventure game. And and I was feeling pretty lonely, actually. It wasn't easy to handle. But you know, soon after, well, afterwards I played Assassin's Creed, I think. That's a weird choice. Definitely a weird choice. Both of those are a weird choice, because Hob is like a small indie game nobody watches. And Assassin's Creed is a boring AAA game that nobody watches. Boring to watch. I guess it's kind of a boring game as well. It was looting to hear boyfriend typing in the background. Yeah, I'm stealing content. I wish I had a microphone that didn't make you hear everything else in the fucking house besides me, you know? Like, if I whisper, you can't hear me, but if Mike says something, you will. Very annoying. How's American Horror Story? Yeah, we watched season 1 of American Horror Story. It was pretty cool, I'd say. I honestly had quite high expectations for American Horror Story the first time what the fuck is going on here? Huh. I started watching it, then I kind of understood how it was like, and I lowered my expectations a little bit. Even though, like, it's a very good show, in my opinion. Really reminds me of, like, the pacing of How to Get Away with Murder, which is one of my favorite TV shows. Because it's so fast-paced and so many things happen, and you're never bored, you know. Like, this is very not unvine like. um I just enjoy shows that are very like, we're here to entertain you, please be entertained, and also have some, like, they're not stupid or anything, they're quite interesting actually, but they're not trying to be deep in the way, I don't know, Westward is. Obviously Westward, I hate Westward so much. Every time I talk about any TV shows, I end up talking about Westward because I hate it so much. Hello, Comnia! Come va la vita? How's it going? I started talking in Italian too much in streams. To people who are not Italian. That's also classic me behavior. I remember when I was in England for the first time, I met some Italian people, and I talked in English with them. And then at random people in the street, I would just instinctively talk to them in Italian. I'm like, that's the opposite of what I should do, you know? Absolute opposite. Okay, I don't like this. Or maybe I do. Fuck it, who cares? I don't. I care, but... Comnia! I just saw your message, no worries. You are here. Let's just make Mike's second channel. I mean, well, no. Please. It's mine. I want my channel. Imagine how many nice words I can say. Wait, what do you mean? Ooh, I should save. My fucking god. Someone ban Mike real quick. Thank you, V8. Mike invades the stream all the time, it's true. Make me a mod real quick. No need. V8 is always ready to ban people.
Can you ban me from video though?
Yes. Do you want me to?
No.
So, Comnia. Finally, you can see my stupid ass workflow. So, I'm designing a custom wand for a client. It's kind of a weird sentence to hear me say. I have clients. But I do. And this is a custom one. And how do you do in the capitalism? Oh, that's not my bother, actually. It's just like, I don't envision myself as someone with like a shop, you know? But it is pretty much capitalism. But I don't have any employees, so it's fine. Opium. So we're doing like yeah, vine, like this is the design I'm trying to create. Like many vines wrapping around and then some flowers. She wanted the flowers. I'm a little bit against it, but What was the commission? A custom one for I actually just drew it. Just drew her a wand, and she's like, "This is the best thing I've ever seen." I'm like, "All right, that settles it then." That's good enough idea then. Honestly, I like it. You will 3D print it? Yes, yes. Yes, I will. As soon as it's ready, I need to 3D print it and then paint it and then send it off. Your customers aren't that demanding then. Oh, well, sometimes they are. Just not this one. I've had some nice, mostly nice customers for custom ones. Most of them have been nice, I'd say. All right. This will do it. But sometimes they ask for way too many details, but I kind of do them anyway because I'm stupid. I'm a little bit stupid sometimes, and I do too many things. I say yes to too many things, even though like it's not a good idea for me to say yes. And names to that addresses definitely watchable content. Yeah, well. So what I did here, Comnia, is I made this from a cylinder in the beginning. It's just a cylinder with extra steps. Just to make an organic kind of shape, I followed my sketch here, kinda, maybe. Just something that I think looks
yes.
kinda nice as a shape. This could be like... F? Oh gosh.
Attention. Attention. Addy. Telling yourself that you are stupid makes you stupid.
That's
Don't
true.
do that.
That's
you
true,
teach
that's
us
true.
that.
Yeah.
Damito. Also, I am very smart. Smart.
I am very smart too. Then I do I don't remember how long Mike was timed out for, but it's not. It's not right now. And then I use the curves, the curve thing to make details like vines or curved lines, you know? Like this is just, we're making vines, so I'm just kind of going with my, like, how I feel like. It's gonna be kind of a busy handle. So for now, I'm adding like vines of different sizes. I can change the size whenever I want. So I could do 3 maybe for this one. Yeah, maybe. And then I don't even need to do anything else. I can print it like this. Like I can just select everything, export it and print it. Like export it in the software to make the model and everything, but it's very chill like that. But actually, I think I'm gonna leave it at 2. Make 1. I hope this is not too small for the printer, but it shouldn't be. So we've just been doing binds for an hour, so you know, kind of hard to make it go over other vines, but just because I'm lazy more than anything. So yeah, and then we're gonna do some flowers probably. So let's add another curve. So as you can see, this is the curve in Blender, and I can add some geometry immediately. Let's have it at 3. I use the snapping thing to snap the points to like the actual cylinder model, because that's, yeah, I think that just makes it easier for me to position the various points. Then I adjust these. If I manage to do right now, I'm struggling. D7. Hi. How are you, friend? Yeah, let's have this one go over. The other one. That's a good idea, I think. I'm alright, how are you? I'm working, you know. I was procrastinating doing these models, so I said might as well do it on stream so I no longer procrastinate it. You know how it feels? Comnia knows. Sorry, Comnia. I'm acting as if I know you. It feels like I know you, but I don't. Mike just talks to me about his online friends, and I feel like I know them. Very familiar, don't worry. Yeah. This works out. So my models are much less obviously detailed than yours. They're also smaller things generally, but they're always like ones. I only really add the amount of details I believe I need, you know what I mean? I think are good enough. And sometimes my ones tend to be a little bit jagged. I don't know how to say, like you can see like the polygon sometimes, but I don't care too much because wood is also kind of jagged, you know? He's like has straight parts. So I don't care too much because at the end of the day, I need to make them look like wood most of the time. And I think 3D printing kind of helps me with that. Because like it even have construction lines, because obviously it prints in layers, right? So it would have constructions line, like you can see the layers sometimes. And I find that that actually helps me make it look like wood, because the paint kind of sticks to the layers, you know, to the in between of the layers, and that kind of somehow can look like veins of the wood or bark or whatever. Just adds a little bit of detail without me doing actually anything, you know. Very convenient. It's obviously kind of a problem when I don't want them to be, but I sand them down anyways. So it's really, honestly, sanding them down is probably like a part of the process that I should like workshop a little bit around, because it takes me like 30 minutes to sand down a one, and that's quite a long time, I think, for a single wand. But as of now, I find it kind of relaxing. I find the whole process very relaxing. I'm lucky that I get to do this for some amount of money. It's very creatively fulfilling, I guess I would describe it as. Like, it has so many steps, and they're all differently in like relaxing. Like when I am sanding the ones down, maybe that's the most boring part. But okay, this has to be over. I'm sorry. Like, has to be, just has to. There's just no way around it. Subdivide. This is much better. So yeah, the sanding down is very like relaxing, very mindless. Just kind of like knitting, you know, for a while with sandpaper. Then I have like, well, the 3D modeling, which is like very focused work. I tend to be very focused on it, and it's like focused for a couple of hours kind of work. And can be 3 hours, can be 2, can be 5 sometimes. Then it can be frustrating, but in general, I like it. Look how nice this is. Very interesting. They do look like vines, in my opinion. And then the painting is also very focused, but also like I have to be very focused on, like, it's a manual job, right? And this is very creative more than manual. But painting is I never want to do it, like I never want to start doing it, but it's actually like probably the best part. I'm always procrastinating it, but then I enjoy it. I'm not good at painting though. I should get better at it. But I don't know. If it works, it works. You know what I mean? That's always my. As I said, not very perfectionistic about this. Are you perfectionistic about this stuff? What do you guys do that is like creatively fulfilling, if I may ask? And what do you do for creativity? Aston clearly makes stupid pictures on Photoshop, so we know about him. Obviously. I creatively cleaning the cat toilet. Well, I didn't mean right in this moment, 7. Unless you mean that's the creative pursuit My question is, are you perfect? Well, at first I asked if you're very perfectionistic with your models, because I was talking earlier that it's one of the things I'm less perfectionist about, my 3D modeling. And then I asked chat what they do for that is creative, for creativity pursuits, or whatever. Creative pursuits. Definitely perfectionistic. You know, yeah, we should talk about perfectionism. It's an interesting topic. I wonder what it stems from. Like, I definitely am very perfectionistic about many things. Many things. Like, I'm perfectionistic in general. As a general stance, I'm perfectionistic. It's not a choice. I'd rather not be, but like, it's almost as if I can't make mistakes. Like, I'm not allowed to make mistakes. Everybody else is, I'm not, you know, kind of vibe. Very unhealthy. Gives me lots of anxiety. For no good reason. It's very hindering to the process. Yeah. Like, it would be nice if perfectionism was actually useful, but it's kind of rare that it actually is useful. One more and then that's enough, I think. No, actually, let's go a little bit on. I meant enough with this vine, by the way, nothing else. If you would rather me, I put this in full screen, let me know. I don't think it's crucial, but if you're having trouble like seeing it, just let me know.
Attention. Attention. I am not perfectionist. I just live with the flow. I allow myself to make mistakes. Even at job. When I make mistake at job, I am like, well, big deal.
Well, as long as you're taking responsibilities, then I think that's a good stance. Nice gold. No, it's fine. At least for me. Wait. Feel that I used to be super proud of being perfectionistic, but it's really unhealthy mindset as a mindset. Ah, well, big deal. Yeah, that's pretty funny. But I have some role models lately for this kind of stuff. I guess. Or I'm trying to get less perfectionistic over time. But it's very hard because, as I said, like most of my perfectionism actually counts like in things that are not like creative pursuits or stuff. Mostly it's like interpersonal relationship. Like I have a big issue, Mike can tell you all about it, with like being annoying to someone, or like not having said the wrong thing or something like that. Like I cannot stand the thought of having done that. I just can't. Like it just bothers me. It fills me with anxiety. I'm not I am a very anxious person, but I'm not anxious about everything. But I'm very anxious about like having said the wrong thing, having bothered someone being mad at me for something that I said, that I've done, and me not being able to fix. Like I need to try and fix it immediately. Which I think sometimes makes it worse, which is also very upsetting because I know, right? But I can't stop myself anyways. Either you bother me, I'm super mad at you. I'm gonna use your strategy and say, well, big deal. You're gonna be my new role model. I tend to be very I used to be very perfectionistic with stream. I think I still kinda am. But that's one that I'm definitely actively fighting. I think this is going very well. What do you guys think? I really like this one. How it's coming out. Right now they kind of look like veins, but it's fine. I think at least one more vine and we'll be like getting somewhere. Looking good in my opinion. Thank you. I think let's finish this part. Saying the end part looks a little bit empty. Like candy cane, you think? Hopefully that's not how it will look like. I think I'm actually gonna make these vines green. I think that I'm actually gonna do that in the final paint. I'm not usually a big fan of like designs that are very, how do I say it? Like designs in the shape of an animal or in something like that, you know? I really don't know how to call them. I like designs that are more like abstract, or like, yeah, it's inspired by vines, but it's not a vine, right? But actually, every time I've actually done a design with this kind of shit, actually it just turns out pretty well. Could you bring up the reference again? Of course. This is my reference. Well, I made it, so, you know, it's not like I need to follow it. Adi, I can't believe I didn't realize you stream. I've been missing out. Oh, I didn't know you didn't know. I thought I told you. As I said, I used to be... nice one, thank you. I used to be very perfectionistic about stream and numbers and stuff like that. Very annoyingly so. For me, I mean. Obviously, as I said, I still kinda am. But I'm trying not to. I could have pressed S all the time. Maybe you did have a horrible memory. Don't say it's fine. Don't say it's really fine. Okay, let's do here. Oh, I pressed E. But I've been playing a horror game, so I don't think you would have stuck with that, to be honest. But I don't know. It's more of a sad game than a horror game. Looks like you know what you're doing. Really? Thank you. I don't. Five, 4. I guess spooked easily. Well, it's an interesting game to stick around for. The cat lady might play a little bit of this after I'm mostly done with the one. I don't need to finish it today or anything. This one, I have a little bit of time. I have this entire week to finish it. It's just Monday. But yeah. And honestly, she's so chill. If I were to tell this client like, I'm sorry, I need another week for this, she'll be like, oh sure, that's fine, no worries. She's like, how long will it take you? Like a month? And I'm like, no bitch, it's fine. I'll do it in a week. I didn't say no bitch, but fine, just for the record. Sable, it's a horror game, yep. Yes. Try not to think about numbers either. Seeing numbers go down is what will drive you to quit. Just focus on the socializing and fun. Yeah, I was saying, I have some role models for things, and Gold has been my role model now for a really long time for stream. I'm like, every time I'm like having doubts or thinking like, oh no, I shouldn't stream anymore. Or, oh no, should I implement this thing? Should I do that? I think I'm like, what, literally, how would Gold do this? Because I wish I could be like what I see Minister Gold as, but he's like, I don't know, it's just like it's so very analytical with things with stream. You're like, I tried this, it didn't work, let's try something else. And I'm like, damn, that would make me feel much worse than that. But that is the right mindset, you know, and you try things for like a good amount of time before dropping them, unlike me, where I like, oh, it didn't work for the first stream I ever made or 2 streams, must mean I need to drop this thing forever. That's not a good way to test things. But it's just because it makes me feel bad when things don't work out, right? So I say like, it's not working out, we'll drop it. But Gold doesn't do that. Gold actually tries things. So yeah. Don't stream without me, I can't miss a stream. Please call me first before you start stream. But why, Asen? Not that important. Look at this vine, dude. Looking interesting. Let's go down here. I believe your strength is maintaining convo. Oh yeah, I could talk forever. I guess that is my strength, maybe. To be honest, I'm not sure, because I think people who are good at conversation are more like good at asking other people to talk, while I'm good at talking. I'm not very good at listening, to be honest. Or asking questions and stuff. Yeah, let's do this. Let's like make them very close together. Cute little. Skedaddle them together like this. The way you talk invites others to participate, you'd think. That's nice to hear. I mean, people do kind of volunteer their opinions when I do talk, so that, I guess that's a good sign. But that seems easy enough to implement. You mean asking more question is easy to implement? You think? I don't know. I always find hard to find question to ask, and also like, I guess my problem is like when I don't get an answer, I'm like, oh shit, that failed. Let's not try that again. Like, people are not listening to me. If people don't answer my question, I'm like, oh, they're not listening to me. That sucks, I guess. Nice. Look at this. It's so funky looking. Ask me everything. Ask me anything. I could do ask me anything all day. All day, every day. You know what? Let's end this one here. It's a good vine, but well, we'll end it here. The problem is also like I come to Twitch to play video games usually, and so I'm like not usually looking for chatting much. I want company in playing video games, but like I'm playing video games. You know what I mean? Which is not exactly best strategy for streaming. Like, I feel like if you want success on this platform, streaming should be your top priority, and gaming should be like second. But that's not how it's not like gaming is my first, but it's like approaching the game, taking the game seriously or whatever. That's more what I do. I definitely feel more pressure to talk when I just want to game. Yeah, like, you'd think people come here for games. They don't. They don't generally. They come here for the streamer and talking. Well, it's better keep asking than not. Asking more questions, varied question gives you more depth on what question work and what doesn't. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean with Gold being my role model. And like taking these things very analytically. That's exactly what I meant. Okay. This works out. That's very logical. Makes a bunch of sense. And emotionally, I still would feel like, oh, I don't want to talk anymore because nobody answered my question. Even though logically, yeah, just some questions just don't work. And it's okay. And it's completely fucking fine. But is it? All right. I'm feeling kind of well about this. I want to add one more though. We kept in touch with Riddles. Yeah. We message on Discord. He's very busy going around places. I think he's out of town this month or so. But yeah, I don't think he's been watching much Twitch in the past months. I don't know if because it's not, he's not interested or he doesn't have time, but he's definitely not watching much Twitch. Even when he's home. I think it's a matter of time though, because when he has time, he seems to be playing video games and stuff. So I do think it's more of like just doesn't have time. Twitch. Who's getting married? I don't know about that. I have no idea what his situation is. Don't think much changed though. Are you gonna show something after this lighting printing posts? And if you're not, would you show it to me? I on my Discord, I keep forgetting to show stuff like that, but I do have a place where I that is made for that stuff. But the sometimes I post pictures of the finished ones. I'm not gonna slice it today because I don't think it's gonna be finished today mostly. And I only like do 2 prints, one to test and then for the final one. If it's not, if I don't have to fix it, obviously. But yeah, basically. Now my workflow is like this. Like now I 3D model this, then I slice it as you said with the Prusa slicer, because my 3D printer is a Prusa printer. And then I sand it down. Well, and let's see, I see if we printed well, if I need to change anything. Sometimes I need to print things to see that they're wrong. Like the models, sometimes like they're too thin, too chunky, and I'm like, I'm getting a little bit better to not waste too much material on printing wrong things. But I do one print that is like a trial, you know, and then a trial version, and then I do the final one usually, or the custom ones. As I said, very not perfectionistic at all. I usually could make it better and reprint it, but printing one like takes 9 hours or so, so I'm like not really willing to do that most of the time. Okay, we're gonna go here because like that makes more sense. Nice to know. Yeah, I'll try to remember to show things. My Discord's been kind of dead, so I try not, I don't spam too much in there, because if I do, I'm the only one. But I shouldn't really worry too much about that either. It's just my Discord. People use it to know when I'm online, so. Okay. This is nice. Actually, no, it's not. It's very unnatural. Very unnatural looking. I like it. It's fine. Is it? It's fine. Is it? Ah, fuck. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a little bit unnatural looking, but you know what? This fucking one isn't natural, right? I made it. Super interesting. The after printing process, they're super polished even before painting, as far as I can see. I'll spam you there. Yeah, thank you. Don't worry. It's good you're making the one on stream. I wanted to code on stream, but I was worried about being too focused on coding, not being focused enough. Yeah, I think that's probably a problem with coding. Thankfully, this is like I don't use my entire brain for this. Like, there's no real logic involved, for example. I think I should add one more vine. What do you guys think? I think at least one. Like thin? No. Like medium one. I should make one more. Maybe more diagonal. Starting from here. Okay. But yeah, basically I just sanded down with sandpaper funnel. It's not that much more complicated than that. Takes a while, but gotta do it. I have 3 different sizes of paper, and that's what I do. Okay, let's try one that is very diagonal. I don't know how else to explain it. doesn't spiral as much as the others, I guess. Is what I mean. There's this big this big how do you say nodo knot in here. Kind of funny. But I guess that's kind of normal, right? Copium. I'm gonna polish it afterwards. Stop wasting time. That was a nice song. I like that one a lot. These are copyrighted songs, by I think. On Spotify. Just thought you should know I don't have a magical like free of copyright playlist that is good. But it's okay, the VOD doesn't have Spotify. Cool vines though, they seem very organic. Yeah, I'm glad they. Honestly, it's not that hard to make them, so that's a relief. That's also my experience with most things at the end of the day with this with 3D modeling. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't know how to make that, and then I'm like, oh, that was alright actually. That was okay. I made it. I prefer to code off stream. Yeah, I think coding maybe is not the best thing to do on stream. But mostly because like coding is so confusing by itself, right? Like only like someone who knows how to code would know how to like follow what you're doing, right? And also it might distract you, which would make it even harder to do. I don't know, but you know, I feel like you should try things if you feel like it. I don't know. I know why you felt like doing it, so maybe it's worth it. I mean, I watch a coder, see? We're getting other opinions here. But I wonder if you watch the coder because you know them, or do you find it interesting? Both? Like, what kind of experience is watching somebody code, I guess, is my question. Weird question. It's about this vine, guys.
Idiot's question, not quests in Kek Kappa.
What? Excuse? You put in question as question? Well, as Asin said, you know, oh well. Big deal. I don't know. I just pronounce things weirdly sometimes. Door. It happens to the best of us. Comfortable. Yes, that is the best one still though. Comfortable. I mean, it's okay, I guess. Not the biggest fan of it. How about we delete this? And we make this the end though. God damn it. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. I'm fine. This is fine. This is fine. I'm fine. It's sort of like the rubber
Attention.
duck. Oh, that makes
Attention.
sense.
Vine was an American short-form video hosting service where users could share 6-second-long looping video clips. It was founded in June 2012. American microblogging website Twitter acquired it in October 2012 before its official release on January 24, 2013. Nerd at.
Nerd alert. Wait, let me catch up on chat a little bit. Yeah, so I guess that's where you need to explain what you're doing and what you're doing as you do it. Also, that could help you understand the code better yourself as a programmer. That's true. I mean, I watch a coder and I don't know the first thing about it. Coding is more similar to writing. You need full focus on it. So you're now the best for streams with stuff like making music once drawing are perfect for it. I don't know about music, to be honest, because I don't know how much focus you need for that, but compared to ones, but guess so, right? Well, I don't know. It actually really helps the streamers, says Comnia. Like the rubber duck. Yeah, that makes sense to me. As well. I think we're gonna split it here. Maybe? No. Yes? Yes. Let's save it here. This is clearly the same vine. Okay. Okay. Unlike this curve that you're doing here, sir. Let's go like this instead. Much better. Much better, sir. Sir Vine. No, wait. Miss Vine? Vine? Okay, that works out. Yeah, this is fine. The rest is fine. So that's enough vines, I think. I think that's quite enough. I keep noticing I'm like this is the right way up, but I'm always in the other side. Whatever. Cause it talks about what he does and he wants to do. It's sort of like the rubber duck, yeah. I'll see you in court. I don't play tennis. All right. I could make the flowers. I don't really feel like it though. Maybe I should play some video game. So the flower is some sort of like this. I don't know how to do it yet. So I'm not really feeling making the flowers right now. This was good enough, like good work. This was very useful. And I think it worked out pretty well. I actually might take a screenshot of it and send it to the client. White there. And see what she says. But I think we got something. I think we got something good going on. All you need is the flower and then I can print it. Lamaster. I don't have Lamaster on my BTTV. I should. What was the by the way? Is that the ring sound, Gold? Because I don't think I heard it. Ah, it is. It's a vibration sound. I see. Makes sense. I don't know, maybe I should make the flower now. I don't want to. I'm really not interested in making it now. I mean, it's gonna be like a plain Why did I get scammed though? Let's try it again. No, not a plane. Let's just use a cube instead, like and like do this. Something of the sort. Gotta do 5 of them. Kind of funny. Doesn't need to be like perfect or anything, since it's like organic or whatever. But it doesn't even need to be symmetrical, really. Just needs to be 5 petals. That's the important part. I actually should have shaped the one petal before before doing all the rest, now that I think about it. Why isn't it working anymore, gold? Why you can't do multiple of them in one redeem? No idea. Maybe it's some sort of safe safe. What the fuck is the shape of a petal, dude? I should get some references. I'm being very lazy right now, so. And I'm inventing this flower, like it's not a real flower, so. I mean, I'm not inventing it, but. God. Hmm.
But what about that dude who only redeemed it once? How fucking weak.
How fucking weak. Hmm. How fucking weak, dude. Hmm. I don't exactly know how to do this, to be honest. I wanted to do it now, but I mean, it could be just flat. Who cares? Like, or I can do this. Like, yeah, that works. That's some sort of shape. And that didn't do much, huh? It's just, it didn't cut. Let's cut it. I'll just cut it manually, like this. It has to go through, dude! And wouldn't you go through? I don't remember how to do it. There was a button for it, but I don't care that it be perfect or anything, because really no reason why it should be. I am focused, yeah. This is fine. I can work with this. It's a little bit not thick enough. Like, should be like this, maybe. I really don't like how this turned out. Why doesn't it select like the entire top part? I'm very frustrated. Ooh. Fucked up the geometry of this shit a little bit. Ah, okay. It's one big face. Still. Definitely didn't work. Okay, so. That's a little better. This makes a little bit more sense now. Which, by the way, it needs to, because if it doesn't make sense, then it won't print, really. Like, a slicer really wants the objects to make sense. Alright. Okay, this looks more like an object we can copy and paste. Okay. Alright. If I'm directly above it, the rotate button should rotate it just in the 2-dimension I am seeing, if that makes sense. That's also why I enjoy working in this view. Obviously, it just also makes sense to do it. Mike has been yawning non-stop for like an hour. It's pretty funny.
I probably need another coffee.
Probably. Okay. He's bored? How dare. I don't think he's bored. I thought I heard him. Yeah. I'd be surprised if you didn't. Aha. See? So basically, this is my flower. This is what we're gonna work with. I don't care about making this any simpler or anything. Object, join, super bro. Let's just select all by third non-manifold. Let's just fix it a little bit. Maybe I should have just joined them. Instead of just joining them, I should have made unify thing. But do I care? Not really. The thing is, this is not like the beginning of the flower. This is my flower. This is what I'm gonna print. I don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna tell you, even worse. This is how I attach things to my objects. I just rudely drop them on the object, rotate it in a way that kind of makes sense, very slightly, make it a little bit small. We'll have a little, you know, maybe I should have made it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make it a chunkier. Yeah, this is problematic. Wait. We'll make it chunkier so it's easy to position it. So basically, this is what I call a flower, bros. Not like a bow tie or anything else. And we're gonna position it. Wants to should be. Ah, I don't like it. Why did it do that? Okay. We need to make a change to make it chunkier. I think it's better if I actually do this. Yeah, much better. A bit more. Not like we care. Is it still like... Why is it non-manifold though? Well, there's many reasons why it could be, but... Like, as long as it prints, it's not a big issue, but it's not necessarily true that it will print. That's my actual problem, but it's okay. We'll fix it later if it doesn't. Now I just wanna add the fucking flowers to the model. So yeah, so see, as I said, just rudely slap the detail on my model. I rotate it around a little bit. The best part is yet to come. So basically, see, these parts are like a little bit too much outside. I just fucked them up. I just fucked them up and do this. I just rudely just move them around. Okay, why? Okay, but this is a very bad model of a flower, so I actually shouldn't do this, but I don't care. I'm gonna do it anyway. Ooh, what? Like, this makes it a little bit longer, but okay, what is wrong with these? Okay, I don't like you or you at all. Like, why do we have these useless vertices here? It's because I subdivided the thing. The best part is I don't even need to do this. Like, there's no need for me to do it. but it makes like each individual thing a little bit different, and it makes it a little bit more shape to the actual thing, which is it looks less like copy pasted on. So we have a little bit of flower there. That's kind of cute, isn't it? I think it is. It's basically how I thought it should be. And then worse and worse, I just copy paste it and do it again. It's a cute little flower, you know? I'm very bad at rotating things around, just in case you weren't noticing that on your own. But you gotta do what you gotta do. Gonna make these flowers pink. Cute. I said this will just fucking whoop. This will just fucking very brutal. Very unprofessional. Not good at this, so don't care. I'm not supposed to be. All that matters is that it works. Kind of. Thankfully, we don't have like a million fucking flowers on this. Like, I want it to be too full of flowers. I'm just gonna put 3 or 4. 1, 2, like one here, I guess. We will put it bigger. I don't know, I want to put it here, but it does not make sense, obviously, because it should be attached to a vine now I think about it, but... That is actually kind of a problem. Yeah, I'll put it on the vine. It makes more sense this way. It shouldn't just be floating around. Right. Good job, 7, on jumping. If I put it in the middle of 2, like, it should be fine. I won't have time to play the cat lady today. Sadly. Spent too much time making this, you know? Could have stopped not made the flower and played the cat lady. But let's be honest, it's better this one. I wonder how many days it would have taken me to start again if I didn't do it now. Really is better this way. This makes more sense for it to be on a vine. For fucking sure. A ninja panses bombarded us and my lifeless body struck the coin. Wow, good death jump then. Good job, Asen, I guess. At least Seven has money in posthumously. Yeah, my funeral will be rich. Oh. That's pretty good. No, I'm gonna put it here, fuck it. I'm unhappy. I fear this flower is gonna look very dumb like this. Because, yeah, it makes just no sense. Seven already thinks about his funeral. Everyone should. Should they though? Honestly, it's kind of a dick move to leave the arrangements of your funeral to like the people who are actually sad about you dying, you know? Have you ever thought about that? Yeah, I don't like this. The thing is, I don't want there to be space below the flower, but at this point, I think I think it's better if there is. You know what I mean? You probably don't. Like, I want it to be. Yeah, I didn't want this to happen, but I think it's overall better if it is like this. Wait, how did I get selected? I don't know. I don't know what I want. My neighbor died 2 weeks ago and he suddenly had to organize everything. Me and some other people were helping, but still this is a very stressful and unintuitive thing to do. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry about your neighbor, first of all. And the fact that you had to do that. But, yeah, it's just like kind of very unfair, right? That you're already like sad and stuff, and you're also like, oh, I need to organize this as well. Like, fuck. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Life is stressful, you can't predict everything. Well, that's that's not what we meant though. Okay, 3. Okay, I'll add 1 more flower, okay? 1. Where? Here. Like on top. Smaller one. Shape of a these fucking flowers are getting deformed. Do I look like it? I wonder what Kamnia thinks of this try. To make details. Oh, this is my way of adding flowers to this design. It's kind of scuffed, don't you think? Feels very unprofessional. This is very Zelda-like sound. I honestly don't have an issue with it. That's nice. That's nice to hear. Geometry. Its final use is for something completely different from what I would make models for. Yeah, it's true. That is also true. And if it works, it works. Oh, there's 2 flowers near each other now. That's fine actually. That's kind of cute. I don't know if I want to add another one. I think come si dice dispari? I'll put 1 singular one here. Odd, yeah. One. I think odd numbers are better for designs things, I've been told. No, okay, I need to move it though. Down here. Thank you, Miko, by the way. You mean the one in general? We'll put it here. this flower design works much better for smaller flowers than the bigger ones. Okay, this is cute. I think this is it. Maybe I should download Prusa Slicer real quick. Just to show you how to slice models as well. The one with the flowers. Nice, thank you. Devi streamare?
Ore sono?
4:15. Downloading. Ah, questo è il coso per le stampanti. Per fare i file per la stampante. Pretty nice. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this.
It's cool.
Yeah, I hope it prints well. It's gonna be a mess to sand down though. It's gonna take me an hour and a half just to sand this shit down. Because of all the details. I wonder how long it's gonna take to print. But we'll see soon actually. I thought at first it would make it lame. Oh, you mean the flowers? With the flowers? Yeah. No, I didn't add too many, you know. Maybe too many flowers would have ruined it, but like just a few, you know. I generally don't like the addition of flowers, but she wanted it, so. Let me just install it real quick. So basically now we export this. As an STL. Selection only. Then we import it. I see you got the Prusa. Yes, I do. Then we go find the file. We open with. Fuck. 1 second. Let me on. I mean, I don't need to like make it, but I think I need to set it up. This is Prusa Slicer. My Prusa is not the mini. I think it's a A3i3. What's the difference between these two? I think it's this one. I just installed it. Okay, it should be the right one. Okay. This looks very chunky, maybe too chunky. So what I do, Fanu, are you here? Is I make the flat part, like the flattest part of the wand, like adhere to the like, I don't know how to explain. The aim here is to make it you can see the layers it prints in. Your screen crashed? Oh no, sorry about that. Like for example, right now I'm gonna make it whoop. I'm gonna print it at opposite, or maybe even like this, because the side is flatter than the actual. I'm gonna make it like this, because like then I'm gonna print diagonally, because that's obviously how I make it. Ooh, this is gonna be chunky. Maybe too chunky. Yeah, how long does this it's not a very big issue if it's too chunky. 9 hours, yeah, that's a little bit too chunky. Like we can kinda it's kinda easy to make it a little bit thinner. Shouldn't fuck up everything. I didn't see. Just a little bit. And then export it again. And even though it didn't ask me to reload it. Yeah, now it's a little bit thinner. Supports well, yeah. There's always lots of supports. It doesn't need it, really, but I put them on the bottom layer, so there's no chance of it, like... Honestly, printing these kind of things is not very material extensive. Like, they're kind of small, all things considered. My stream lags, obviously, because it's using my CPU. Yeah, 7 hours, that seems realistic. But yeah, to start these details and stuff, it needs the supports. But you like, this is exactly how it's gonna be printed. Like, you can tell it's gonna make these. Custom ones, I usually put 0.10, but I don't know. It's not usually it's not usually that worth it. Sorry for the lag, by the way. It's like 2 hours more, and it's a little bit more detailed. Maybe I'll do it. I think there's something wrong with the model, though. Are all my vines here? Why is this vine like this? Yeah, that's not... Why doesn't that slice? It's strange. There seems to be some sort of issue. There's only that one, though. And maybe here? Yeah, it's also there. It's not that big of an issue, to be honest. I can leave it like that. But it's annoying. At least the flowers, they came out alright. So yeah, I think I'm gonna print it like this. I have an SD card that I put them in. And for example, this one is called Pog. And this one is called Blap. We're gonna put it in Blap. I have many. I bought a bunch. And just save it there and then go print it. Don't think I'm gonna do... Yeah, Pog. I don't think I'm gonna print it right now, cause Mike is gonna stream and it's kind of noisy. He says it doesn't bother him, but it does bother me. And then I export it, and that's it basically. Now I can print it. So that took me